What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Remen, aka Allfires. Now, today marks exactly 2 weeks until Spider-Man Brand New Day hits theaters, and as promised, the World Press Junket has reached an all-time high. We're literally getting new interviews every day and a ton of brand new footage in the last week of Spider-Man and the Punisher fighting Hulk. But as we've often said, with too many interviews, the actors get an opportunity to answer the same questions and then sometimes decide towards the end of the junket to start getting, well, a little more daring in what they're willing to answer. And it's these two latest statements from Tom Holland about the end of the film, including the final frame, that really have us wondering exactly what he's teasing in context of the title Brand New Day. We're breaking it all down, these latest quotes about the ending of the movie and how he said they relate to the title of the film. But first, I want to tell you about the sponsor of today's video. Now, let's be honest, whether you're saving for a PC, some collectibles, or just looking to find a little extra cash nowadays goes a long way. And that's why I'm so happy to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Free Cash. Free Cash is one of the leading earn while you play and task-based reward platforms designed for gamers or really anyone looking to make a little extra money online. And it's completely free to join with no hidden fees. It's really simple and straightforward. You earn coins by completing available offers, leveling up in video games, in some cases even taking surveys or installing apps. Once you've earned enough coins, you can redeem them for rewards, including a PayPal cash out with a $25 minimum. Cash outs are super quick and easy, and with a 4.8 Trustpilot rating on almost 300,000 ratings, Free Cash is a great way to make a little extra money just playing video games on your phone, which, let's admit, some of you guys are doing already anyway. You might as well get paid for it. So if you want to check out Free Cash, there's a link down in the description and comments. You can also hit the QR code, and you're going to get a bonus $10 when you start your first offer. Again, hit the link down in the description and comments, hit the QR code, get $10 when you start your first offer over at Free Cash. Okay, so let's start here. In a recent interview, Tom Holland talked about the very last frame of Spider-Man Brand New Day as it relates to the title. This was the exact quote. "The brand new day of this movie, it isn't the beginning," Holland hinted. "It's the last frame of this movie." Now, I'm certainly not going to argue with the lead actor for his interpretation of the script. He's literally the one making the movie, although you can't deny that Brand New Day does sort of sum up where Spider-Man is at the beginning of this film, reset with no money, no benefactor, no connection to all of the characters that have surrounded him and loved him throughout all of the Infinity Saga. Still, he insists that the Brand New Day actually starts with the very last frame of the movie. Now, this is super interesting in context of what we've heard about the film, including the ending specifically of Spider-Man Brand New Day. From internal test screenings and a ton of reviews and first reactions that have been out over the last 6 months, it seems they're all the same. Raving reviews, best Spider-Man movie ever, A+ across the board, 100%. Oh, except for the ending. Apparently the ending at some point didn't either quite fit the film, or the test screening audience thought that maybe it wasn't the note to end on. Some people rumored it was actually going to make people mad, and we had our suspicions here at the channel about the state that Spider-Man would be in. This is where I'll issue the lightest of spoiler warning. If you haven't been keeping up with channels like mine, there's been a plot leak that's been circulated and basically corroborated many times, or when we get new plot leaks or just a variation of this, where it says after an intense action sequence at the end of the film, Peter Parker will basically go off to die. And I think the sentiment would have been in reaction to that after a brilliant, colorful, action-filled Hulk versus the Punisher and Spider-Man movie we're about to get, including Jean Grey. Doesn't seem like it should end on him just accepting that he's going to die at the end of the movie. Now, we've had our theories here at the channel that this is perfectly setting up the symbiote, that in his hour of need and on his deathbed, the symbiote may find him. Yes, the same symbiote that was left over in the post-credit scene that they never went back to, but that we know is somewhere in the 616 based on canon, that the symbiote will bond with Peter in that moment, giving him new life at a critical time and granting him the black suit Spider-Man that was part of the 1984 Secret Wars run originally. And this is where our personal theory comes in, that whomever they showed this movie to may have omitted that one small detail, or it may have been saved for a post-credit scene. And if he means the last frame of the film, that could also mean the post-credit scene, but I think it probably means the last frame of principal photography, which means the brand new day of it all is him getting the symbiote and having the black suit for Avengers Secret Wars, as we strongly also believe at the channel that he will not be a part of Avengers Doomsday. Now, in a separate official interview clip released yesterday with Tom Holland and Jon Bernthal talking about their relationship in the film, Tom Holland starts talking about the end of the movie and says that the scene between Punisher and Spider-Man at the end of the movie is very different than the one that was originally written, because Destin Daniel Cretton basically embraced the chemistry he saw emerging between the two of them, and although it wasn't originally written this way, they started riffing off of a little brother, big brother relationship in the film, and it really changed basically how their discourse went and what the dialogue in the scene felt like at the end of the movie. So something is going to happen between the Punisher and Spider-Man at the end of the film, and this again is why we love all of these interviews and all at once. These actors just start talking after they play it super safe at the beginning of the interviews. After you've been asked the same question 10 times, of course you're going to say something different. It's just human nature, and here he is admitting something takes place between the Punisher and Spider-Man at the end of the movie, a scene from the end of the film, and this may tie into what he's talking about as far as a reset for Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now quickly, as my final thought, I want to link this to what we heard this morning. If you missed our video from earlier today, I'll link it at the end of this, but the general gist is that there's only one post-credit scene, and it actually ties into Avengers Doomsday, although as we mentioned and during this video already, we're pretty sure Peter Parker is not in Avengers Doomsday, and my most likely thought is it's going to have something to do with showing an impending incursion over New York. Maybe we'll actually get to see the Earth 828 or the Earth 10,005, or both of them, hanging low in orbit with the red sky, etc. Still, I think saving the symbiote for the post-credit scene would be a lot more poignant, right? We see Peter Parker in an almost death state right at the end of the film, accepting his fate, and then in the post-credit scene, it sort of creeps up on him and bonds with him, and that leads into, again, our theory that people who saw the end of the movie but not the post-credit scene wouldn't know about the symbiote saving his life in the last moment, and it really just sets up everything so perfectly for this. So at the end of the day, I think we can all admit there was no way that Sony and MCU were going to finish this next Spider-Man trilogy and not at some point have Black Suit Spider-Man, and since it went down in Secret Wars in the first place, the timing is absolutely perfect for them to do it now. Guys, let me know all your thoughts down in the comments though. Do you have a different take or meaning from what Tom Holland was saying about the end of the film? And if you can imagine what Brand New Day might mean at the ending instead of the beginning, as we said during this video, that is definitely very on point. I'm all ears. Let us know in the comments. Remember to hit the subscribe button and leave a comment down below. Remember to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on to keep up with the videos. And if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name is Michael Roman. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. Find me on all other platforms with original music under the name Allfires. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.